Hi, it's Jenna with Stampin' Up, here to talk to you today about paper pumpkins. Paper pumpkins are a monthly subscription box. This one happens to be the one for August. You get everything you need in this paper pumpkin. You don't have to go out and get anything for it. You can if you'd like to embellish it a little bit, but it has every single thing you need to complete the project in the box. And we're going to open up this box for August. If you've already been a member of Stampin' Up, you probably already know what's inside, but for those of you that are new, it'll be a fun surprise. It always comes wrapped up in this lovely tissue paper. And as you can see, it comes with everything. A block, stamp pad, little stamp. These little Stampin' Dots are super helpful because you can actually pick and choose where you want to stamp. This one is Night of Navy. And I actually went ahead and opened it already. Usually you'll have to get rid of the seal in some way, shape, or form before it'll just drop on you. It comes with an ink set, or excuse me, a stamp set. And they're photopolymer stamps. And these ones say, I can find the camera, with sympathy. Thinking of you. You did it. And that means so much to me. And then it also has like a vine leaf for the leaves that we're going to stamp. It has little flower petals and as well as a solo petal. Now you don't have to use all of them. You can only use some of them if you would like. Oh, it also has a little flower dot. You can see that little dot there. And what is in this paper pumpkin is a card set complete with a gift box. And you can stamp your own sentiment on blank cards like they did here with the With Sympathy. Or you can use the pre-printed punch-out labels like they did here with thanks and congrats. I already did a thanks and congrats, and they're in here. So here's my congrats, and here's my thanks. So we're actually going to we're actually going to stamp a With Sympathy, so you can see that. And as you can see with the other ones, I already did some of the stamping on some of the flowers. They don't come pre-stamped. You have to actually stamp them yourself. But because you can do what you want with it, because it's creative expression, you don't have to make all your cards identical. So we're going to do something that I don't have going on in either of these cards. I am going to do the orange with that blue stamp with some of these fun things. And I'm going to do some little flowers with this little accent on the corner there. So we're going to do quite a few stamps today. First things first, let's get our blank ones out. Now you'll have to go through it a little bit to find out what you're looking for, but you will find it. It's the blank that has nothing on either side. That's the one we want. And you can pick a base. It doesn't have to be the same base I'm choosing, but I'm choosing this one with the vines on it. And now that I have the pieces I'm working with, I can put the rest away so it's not in my way. Now, as you can see, these are the same color, so we're going to want to do something to differentiate them. So what I'm going to end up doing is using these as a sort of barrier between the two colors. I'm also going to be stamping these, the petals, onto the card. And these are actually going to go right onto my sentiment. So we'll fold our base, and we can stamp the sentiment like what's going to go in the inside. So we're going to do Thinking of You, because we're going to do the sympathy one. So we'll start with that. And with photopolymer, you just peel it right off that plastic sheet and just press it. And because it's so long and it doesn't quite fit long-wise, see how it goes over the edge a little bit? Even if I try and center it, it goes over the edge. We're going to put it diagonally so that way it fits on it. And we'll just lay it flat because, as you can see, the Stampin' Spot is far smaller than the full stamp. But that's not a problem for the Stampin' Spot. We will just march it right along down the stamp. As you can see, it's working just fine. Now, if you had different colors, you could have it kind of an ombre if you wanted. And we're just going to press onto our paper. And look at that. Thinking of You. Clean it up and put it away. Just kind of set that right there. And we're going to do that big with sympathy. And this one fits straightways, so we can put that straightways. Same thing. Stampin' Spot's much smaller than the stamp. And there you have it. Now, if you're like me and you think this is far too low, fear not. You can turn it over and try again. Try and center this a little bit better than last time. Much better. I like that much better, don't you? Alright. So we're going to flip it over. Yeah, we'll flip it over and add our dimensionals. But we're not going to peel off the backs just quite yet. I just want to put the dimensionals away a little bit so that I don't have to end up losing them. There we go. And we'll just set that off to the side for right now, because we're going to stamp a whole lot more. We'll put the With Sympathy back, and we're going to grab petals. This is where a lot of focus will come in, because you want to line it up exactly, or as close as you can. If it's not perfect, that's fine, because we have plenty to work with. We don't have to make sure that it's 100%. I think that's pretty good. I'll do one more because I want 2 flowers on this. There we are. Put that away. And I'm going to grab my just there. Something so I can aim with. And we're going to shift gears and go to this little thing. Just going to add a burst of blue on this to kind of break it up. I'm just going to act as the pollen core. See? Okay. There's my little pollen core spot. There it is. And we're done with the stamping. So we can go ahead and put our stamping spot away. Now we can put our ink blot away. And now we get to dress up our card. Now, the paper pumpkin comes with these little glue sticker things. And while these are super awesome, I find them difficult to work with. So I'm going to just put these off to the side, and I'm going to use my Tombow, because this is my favorite tool. You don't have to use this. If you like the liquid glue better, go ahead and get the liquid glue. Don't think that just because I'm using the Tombow, you have to use the Tombow. Some people find it really hard to work with, and I completely respect that. I just happen to like it better. If you don't have it, don't feel bad. Those glue dots will work just fine. I'm just gluing my little centers onto my flower. Just glue the back. And there's that. And you just punch them out. These come out really easily. Ow, actually, spur of the moment, I'm going to dig out those blue flowers that I had pulled out and put away. Because I want to use them as an extra barrier. I'm going to kind of offset those orange flowers. Decided to go vanishing. Got them. We're going to use these. Actually, since I've already stamped some, why don't I just go ahead and use one of those? Since they're not the perfect stamps, but I don't want them to go to waste, so I'm going to cover them. You see? Just going to add a pop of color behind, especially since they're going to go on that. Sometimes a spur of inspiration will just hit you, and you don't even realize it. Didn't even know you were looking for it, and bam, there it goes. Look at that. That's incredible. Look at that. Those are so pretty. Now I can add them onto the card directly, or I can be all kinds of fun and use direct dimensionals because they're my favorite thing. And we all know how much I love dimensionals. Or if you don't, you will very soon. I'm going to add one on the bottom corner. And I'm going to add one in the top corner. And you see how I was sizing it up where I wanted it to go before I peeled the direct dimensionals off? I highly recommend you do that, That way, if you don't like the placement, it's not such a pain in the butt to switch it up. And I'm trying to get it so I can see both of these. You don't have to do that. You can choose to see one, you can choose to see the other, you can choose to see neither. I think that's super pretty, but I'm going to add some more fun stuff because they gave it to me, and why not? These little furs will make a great addition onto these corners. I absolutely just love these little fur stickers. They're super pliable. You can do what you want with them. And there's a with sympathy card. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And I'm exactly thinking of you, and plenty of room where you can write your own sentiment. And then you can fill your box full of either congratulations, thank yous, or sympathies, or a mixture of all three. You can do what you want. It's your paper pumpkin. You can do whatever you want with it. Happy crafting, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I hope you subscribe to Get Paper Pumpkin because it's a blast. You'll have a lot of fun with it. And I will see you next month.